everybody? My name is Octavion, and today we are going over everything you need to know for the upcoming stimulus, the upcoming $1,400 stimulus. Um, I will link the news source and the news article I got all my information from underneath, because I'm not going to go over every single detail specifically. I'm only going to go over the stuff that's most applicable to my audience, as well as the kind of the basic gist of what the stimulus is. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you soon. So this upcoming stimulus has this is the third round of stimuluses. First, there was a 1,200 last March. Then there was a 600 one that passed and was distributed this past January, and now there's this one. This one recently passed the Senate with revisions that the Senate made this past Saturday. Then it went back up down to the House, so then the House could pass the revisions that was made by the Senate, and after that passes, it goes to the president. President then signs it, and then it gets distributed out pretty much immediately after, because the Treasury is already prepared to distribute the checks because it is expected to pass. So the $1,400 is expected to pass. The Senate and Congress as a whole want to get the stimulus to the president by March 15th. So hopefully he can pass it and then have it distributed pretty much that same day. But the people won't get there even if you have the direct deposit set up. The earliest checks would probably be I want to say the first week out, so maybe about a week out, so like the 23rd, around that time, once he passes it. From there, though, the $1,400, the eligibility behind it. So $1,400 is basically for all Americans that make under a certain cap. I believe the $1,400 is for specifically people that make under the $80,000 personal filing limit as far as taxes. That's before your taxes are taken out. It's the 80,000. So like your gross income, and from there it decreases. So it's like 80,000. You get some deduction. Then like 100,000, 120,000, you get a deduction. Every $20,000 from there, you get some kind of deduction. And then joint filers, so married couples, you each get $1,400 if you're married, so a total of $2,800 if you are beneath that 80,000 individually, and jointly I believe it would be 160,000. So yeah, that's the basic setup. The difference though between this stimulus, which is really great for and is more inclusive for a lot of Americans, is the fact that it does go to dependents above the age of 17. The previous stimuluses that were released did not go to dependents that beneath the age of 17. If they were 17, they did receive parents did receive an additional $600 per dependent after the first stimulus last March. And but in this case, but they didn't receive anything for people that were above the age of 17. So a lot of college age students that were still on their parents' health insurance and still dependent on their parents for a lot of their expenses, but were not included in the stimulus. But this one, college age students are included in the mix. It's $1,400 per dependent with no age specific. So that also, so if you qualify as a dependent and someone's filing you as a dependent on their taxes, then you qualify for that $1,400 from your the person that claims you as a dependent. So that's great for a lot of college age people, a lot of people that are disabled and they have emergency needs, so they're caretakers. They can get that additional funds too, and $1,400 is a great resource to everyone like that. So that is a huge key, and that's been the biggest thing that I think was the biggest factor that was being passed, because it included this specific group of people. There was because of the inclusion of this many people, other people did cut out, and get cut out, and that's why that the cap for the amount of money that you get, the 80,000, is relatively low, and is very strict and everything, it does cut out Americans in that sense. Even if they need it, and it's based off their taxes from either the 2020 year if they got it in, or the 2019 tax year. So that's the main gist of it, though. There's a lot of people are planning on. A lot of people are getting the stimulus checks. A lot of college age students are gonna be receiving it, and it's supposed to be, hopefully, it's expected to pass, and hopefully, if it does, it'll be released late March. Pretty much is the timetable. And if you have direct deposit, it'll get there as soon as possible. So that's pretty much it. That's it. And like I said, I'll link the news source where it can answer any additional questions that you have regarding the stimulus, and like any other things that may be more specific and pertaining to your situation. So thank y'all for watching. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll catch y'all. Peace.